What is up? So let's talk about this little guy. This is the a5100, and basically it's a small-sized A6000 for a smaller price. It basically has the same sensor, APS-C 24.3 megapixels. I should clean my screen there. Sorry, that's not good. Anyways, yeah, so this is a nice little camera, really small as you can see. So let's talk about some of the good and some of the bad stuff. So the AF really looks nice. It's almost the same in terms of AF points, like the 6000, but the IAF doesn't really work the same. It only works on this little camera in photo mode and only if you use single shot AF, so not in continuous autofocus. But that's okay. Face tracking in continuous mode in photo and video mode is really good. So yeah, it should make a good vlog or event camera. So that's no issue. The dynamic range is really good. It's not as good as the new ones like the A6300 or 500 of course, but it's still pretty nice. And high ISO, I mean, I wouldn't go higher than, let's see how high it goes. I'm in auto ISO. I mean, you can go high. I think it's, yeah, 25,600. I mean, I wouldn't go higher than 32 to be safe. 64 might be a stretch, but other than that, keep it below 3200. I think you are safe with that, and video and photo mode. But yeah, it's totally good. The sensor is really clean. Video is actually pretty nice. The A6000 back in the days was one of the first mirrorless Sony cameras that had really impressive, sharp, good resolution, good dynamic range, video, even better than the T2i kind of small DSLRs, APS-C DSLRs coming from Canon. 1080p 24-25 is really solid. You can even shoot 1080p 60 or 50, a little bit less resolution, but not really that bad. This one is really solid, so you can't do anything wrong with that. The codec also really good, a big step up in terms of usability and how your machine handles that codec. It's not that stupid AVC, HD, MTS stuff that's hard on your machine. Even my current MacBook Pro doesn't really like those files. This one uses the XAVC-S codec that's popular on all the A7 series cameras, and it's really a solid codec. MP4 files, not a problem at all. So this is really nice. Also good, it has a flip up screen. Hi there, I'm overexposed. That's not too good, but it's a perfect vlog camera, really, really nice. Now the bad stuff, it doesn't have any microphone inputs. It only has an HDMI and USB. No, it's the other way around, I think. Uses normal SD cards, of course. And that's it. No other connections. Batteries, the old school Sony batteries. Battery life on this little camera is alright though, not as bad as on the A7 series with those little batteries. Buttons don't have any function buttons. That is good or bad, not quite sure, but you get away with it. But this screen is a touch screen, so if you use an AF lens like this one, the 50, you can actually touch focus. So at least that one. You have like a little pop-up flash, pretty useless if you ask me. And that's it. No hot shoe, no cold shoe, nothing. So a pretty basic camera, but that's all right. I mean, with this lens, I have the Samyang 12mm APS-C lens, which is a pretty nice lens. You actually can use ND filters with that, a 67mm filter thread. So this one is really nice. I really like this little setup for my gimbal or on the Edelkrone motion kit for time lapses. Since this is solid 24 megapixel stills in RAW, there's no issue with that. So this is a perfect time-lapse camera. Other than that, it supports all lenses from Sony, like this one. This is the 50 FE lens. I really like this lens, and I had issues with this lens on the A5000. AF didn't work in video mode and was pretty bad in photo. Here no problems at all, so that is good as well. Any other lenses, all the APS-C Sony lenses work perfectly on this little guy. I really like this camera. It's my B-roll, my behind the scenes, my vlog, my time-lapse camera, or if I want to stick it somewhere to shoot like an odd angle where you normally would put an action camera, but you don't really want an action camera because action camera has a specific look that is sometimes not the best. So I really like this little camera here. You can get it for a cheap price on eBay. I mean, the A6000 might be the better camera. It has an EVF. This doesn't have any EVF options whatsoever, but it's around 500 euros, I think. This one you can get for like 200 to 250 euros on eBay. Anyways, this is a nice one. If you have any questions about this setup, about my gimbal, what lenses, whatsoever, let me know in the comments. Also, check out my kit page. You have all the lenses and gear and stuff that I use right there. There are affiliate links, so I get a little bit of a kickback. Helps me out to get gear. And yeah, also you can see what I use and what you might want to have or whatever. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Okay, one more thing. I just filmed something with this camera, and one thing that I kind of missed mentioning is overheating, especially if you shoot 1080p 50. This thing might overheat a bit sometimes, so just keep that in mind. I mean, it's fairly warm in here, but not really. So on a hot summer day, that might be an issue because of the small size of this camera. Anyways, just noticed it after shooting a video with this. Anyways, thanks, peace, cheers. And by the way, this is shot with the IRIX 15 2.4, and there might be a video, first impressions video as well in the making, so stay tuned for that. Peace, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen.